Welcome to the podcast. So today I'm going to be talking about building your network of support when you're on a health journey or a body transformation journey or any of those things. It's really important when you are going on this journey that you recruit your friends and family. And that can be really hard. Not everybody's on board. Not everybody wants to change their life or eat better, or develop healthier habits. Sometimes you have partners who aren't interested in that type of change or making that adjustment. And so it might require you to make meals that are separate from theirs, or to develop new behaviors and new habits that they're not a part of. That can feel really uncomfortable and weird. And so, it's really important to stick to your values and what you want and what you believe in when you are pursuing this type of change, this type of goal. I wanted to do this episode because I think it's really important to find community, to find people who are also trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Now, I have big, lofty goals of developing a community of people who are all excited about eating better and excited about finding the best ways to support their journey and pursue health goals. I love moving my body. I love eating well. I love feeling good in my body and being able to move and balance and all of the things. And so I think it's really important for us to all have a community of people where we can talk about these things. We can talk about the struggles, we can talk about the good things, and we can share our journeys and our progress and our adventures, right? And sometimes that's not hard to find. Yes, the internet is filled with all different types of coaches and their own programs, and everybody's got a community. But it doesn't always make you feel like you're a part of it. So one thing I think that we should really focus on, that I want to reiterate, is it's on you to find those people. Like in the same way that if you want to date and you want to meet somebody, you have to put yourself out there. You have to go hunt and find the people and be in the places that allow for those opportunities to happen. It's not going to just show up at your door and be like, hey, right? It's like, unless you're open to opportunity, it's not going to show up for you. So finding community is really important, but also, even if your family and your friends, they're not on the same page as you when it comes to your health, you can still set boundaries. Let them know that you're making a change and that you're going after these goals. And you can do it in a way that is sort of like, hey, I'm doing this for me, and I am letting you know because, I value your opinion and I value your sharing my life with me, and I am going to do this whether you want to be a part of it or not. So I would like your respect. And, sometimes people can be really open to that. Sometimes they're not, which can be challenging, but that's also why we have other people to depend on. When I first moved to LA, I joined a couple clubs, and that was really helpful because it put me in a place where I was surrounded by people who were going after the same goals I was going after, who were interested in the same things I was interested in. We had similar passions, we had similar values. We put getting up early in the morning to go for a run in the same category. Like, we enjoyed doing that. And I think sometimes, if you're in like a work situation where people are like always snacking on donuts or, whatever it is, it can be really challenging and you can feel like you're alone on this journey. But I just want you to know that there are other people out there who are going after the same things as you. And it's important to find them, to build that community so that you don't feel alone, so that when you have those moments of low motivation and where you feel like, why am I doing this? And it's heavy. You can turn to someone for support and be like, hey, I need a little bit of support here because I'm going through it, and you can reach out. I think it can be really useful. Like, if you have friends and family, a lot of people like to go out and drink and party and eat a lot. And, I'm all for eating and I'm all for having a good time. But I also recognize that it's on me to set the boundaries of like, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a good time, but I'm not going to drink, or I'm not going to partake in certain things because that's just not who I want to be, or it doesn't align with my values and my goals right now. Maybe I'll come back to it, who knows? But like, being confident enough in your own self and your own values, that comes with time. That comes with practice. I don't really drink as much as I used to. And for some people, that can be really weird. They're like showing up to events and they're like, I don't understand how you do this sober. It's like, well, practice. You get better with time, but you also learn how to live your values, how to live the way that you want to live without worrying about what other people are thinking about, you know? I had an idea about this episode and I was going to go with it. But then I thought, you know, what if you're in a family that doesn't support what you're doing and you have friends that don't support what you're doing? Yes, it's important to get support. Yes, it's important to build community, but sometimes people don't have that. It can be really hard. Maybe you are the black sheep of the family and you're doing this new thing on your own. And I just want to affirm that, like, even if you don't have support, even if you haven't found community, there are people out there who have similar goals and you're not alone. And you are allowed to pursue health goals. You are allowed to change your body. You are allowed to lose weight. Like, losing weight isn't you saying that you're fat phobic. Losing weight isn't you saying that you're against obese people. You are allowed to change your body without feeling like you're letting other people down or that you're disapproving of other people's bodies, because your body is yours. You can do whatever you want to it, and other people's opinions about your body aren't important. You know, if you go to family events and people make comments about your body, they shouldn't. But you're also allowed to tell them to go fuck off and that it's not their business and that they shouldn't be saying things about other people's bodies. If people are criticizing the way that you're living, if they're criticizing your choices at a restaurant, I mean, I'm vegan, so like I get it. I have experienced that as well. People don't understand, and it's okay. They don't have to understand. And it's okay if you stick with your values and you stick with your new healthy habits and your new choices. It also doesn't have to be forever, you know? But I think being open to realizing that you may start pursuing this health habit change, whatever, and you may lose some friends. Your relationships with your family may change because you're becoming a healthier person, because this is a lifestyle change. It's not just a one-time thing. Like, the way that I speak about nutrition, the way that I speak about healthy habits, it's not a you do it once thing. It's not a fad. It's a lifestyle. It's who you are. It's who you become. And if you don't want that, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to want that, but that's what I want. You know, I enjoy being in the health industry. I enjoy speaking about nutrition and learning about it and finding ways to support my body and seeing, you know, what foods give me more energy and what foods don't. And, you know, reflecting and learning on that and playing around with eating more carbs so that I can perform better in the gym and eating more protein so that I feel stronger after my workouts. And finding people who are also passionate about those things is really important, because we grow with other people. We learn from other people. And when you're on a journey like this, it can be really long and lonely. So just know that you're not alone. So this episode is really, it's all about just getting support, whether that is from a friend or from a family member, or finding a club or some kind of community to be a part of, even if it's just like joining a Facebook group, you know? And also, if you need a coach, that's a form of support. They can be there to hold you accountable. They can share information and knowledge, but they can also share new perspectives and like see your life in a way that maybe you weren't able to see how you might adjust things so that you can grow and learn and progress. And if you're interested in signing up for my new program, The Breakfast Habit, I'm going to be launching it soon. It's basically my little baby that I've been working on. You're going to come away with the skills and the ability to develop a breakfast routine and a breakfast habit that supports your goals, whether that's losing weight or building muscle, body transformation, even just living healthier to have a longer life. Building a breakfast habit like this is really going to support overcoming cravings. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to give you more focus. Anyways, it's coming soon. Hopefully there'll be some kind of community aspect to it. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you found some of this useful, and I will talk to you next time. Ciao!